Hey, the 82Maple channel is admittedly random and even a little eclectic. But here's with thanks to our subscribers and viewers for being part of an experience that some days just seems to go everywhere and nowhere all at once, but always delivers learnings and memories that Coral and I wouldn't trade for anything. Thanks for sharing our journey. At 82Maple, the richness of corals in my journey is truly new adventures. You know those ones where you just jump off the cliff and figure it out on the way down. Often our weekends start with no definitive plan of action, but we sit down over a cup of coffee and just go, what is it we want to do this weekend? And it literally evolves from there. So often, those conversations go into, do we tear down an old structure? Do we build a foundation for a new structure? Hey, maybe we should move or renovate that chicken coop or add some sort of an animal protection shelter off of it. Maybe we dig those post holes we've been talking about for that new fence. Or, winter's coming. We really need to sort out all of those tractor chains, get them laid out, and equip all of that rubber-tired equipment appropriately. But you know what? Too much work and no play. You know the rest of that saying. Hey, we're 2 weeks away from the NFL playing for the first time ever in Munich, Germany. Why don't we go? Hey, let's spend the day planning that. And what about building that new woodshed? We need that woodshed and we need a shelter to keep some of that lawn chairs or seating arrangements down there by the fire pit out of the weather for the winter. A couple of years ago, the conversation was, hey, we found a property in Kelowna. It has the acreage we want, but wow, it's fallen into a sad state of disrepair. Let's think about this. We could do this. And here's what I got to tell you about that. That decision was not made in months or weeks, but rather in days and hours. And that's kind of how we roll. Aside from a fully loaded moving truck for all of our household, we did a total of 22 vehicle trips with the SUV towing a cargo trailer and or a livestock transport trailer, which was towed by the SUV, and a flat deck trailer towed by the fully loaded F-350. Hey, that was a ton of fun, load and unload. All of this was done, including a trip over the Coquihalla Pass, which is not insignificant, on the hottest day of the year. Or maybe we should just throw that Lance 1172 camper on the back of the F-350 and head for Yellowstone for a break. Hey, that's too much fun.
Oh, there he is, just walking down the middle of the road. He's fine. He's just gonna walk down the road. Hi, buddy.
And let's look for an affordable manure spreader. Buy it, repair it, rehab it, and put it to work. Hey, that sounds like a plan. And let's overlay on top of everything we've just talked about, starting up an Airbnb. No, why do one? Let's do two. so we have no experience. When has that ever stopped us? Oh, yeah. Sadly, Coral browses Facebook Marketplace, finds 3 mini ponies and goes, "We have 8 grandkids. 3 mini ponies? That might be a start. You know what? The owner's looking for a good home. The owner's downsizing. It would be a good idea to have 1. It would be a better idea to have 3. Let's do this." You know, what could possibly go wrong living our life like this? Well, plenty, as it turns out. But you know, when did that ever stop us? Here we are, and we're still standing. And all it takes is a little imagination, some mechanical ability, and neighbors that mind their own business with all of the craziness that's going on this 20-acre plot. You know, there are a ton of physical, emotional, and financial ups and downs that come with living life this way, but honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. But you know what? We always play the game. We bring our A-plus game to the game. And win, lose, or draw, it's just too much fun. Who knows if this would make any sense for anyone else, but this is kind of how we roll at 82Maple. It's about the joy. It's about the suspense. It's about the momentum and a whole lot more. Where will this take us? Where will we fall? Where will we succeed? And you know what? When the going gets really, really tough, we just get better power tools. Some people would look at the problems we've faced and they would try and find solutions. But when the going gets tough, we just pick up and go to the Kelowna Farmers Marketplace. There we go. Thanks for tuning in. And if there's a takeaway from all of this, it's that most problems can be solved by having a 15-minute coffee in the morning. Even better, a 30-minute coffee. I, in some fashion, apologize, but don't, for the randomness of this channel, and just hope that it will be an inspiration and a motivation to you to jump off the cliff and just see what happens on that trip down. It's a great journey. Thank you for being part of Coral's and my journey. And here's hoping that you will find joy, again, inspiration, and if neither of those, at least some amusement in how we stumble and bumble our way around after jumping off the cliff. You know what? At 67, there's a realization for me. We don't have a choice as to whether we grow old, but we do have a choice as to whether we mature. I think I'm choosing not to mature. Let's keep that inner child alive. I'm gonna wrap this up now, but you know what? If you're a red-green fan, see if you can find the 3 or 4 quotations that I picked out of his show. I may have paraphrased 1 or 2 of them, just slightly, but hey, if you can, or if you can't, you can check them down below. I'm going to put the quotations down in the comments section. Enjoy.